Hello students, welcome in this lecture. So this is the lecture 1 of basics of Python. So this is for students of mechanical 506 Python lab. So third year students of ME fifth sem of BTech program. So introduction of Python. So in this lecture, I tell you some outlines are there. So then after I will start my lecture. So prerequisite, this is the first one. So objective of this lecture, introduction of Python. So what is the Python and what all these things regarding the Python. Where to use Python? Where we are using Python right now currently. Company use Python. So some of them company today nowadays using Python. So we discuss about it. Feature of Python. So what are different features of Python? Learning outcome of this lecture and references are there. Okay. So these are outline of this lecture. So we will discuss all these things regarding a prerequisite is there and objective, introduction, where to use, companies, use Python, features of Python, learning outcome and references. Actually, this lecture for the ME student, mechanical student, so some basic things we will start from the Python programming. So prerequisite for that, so some basic understanding of computer language like C language. So basic computer language idea about it. What is the language? Why we are using language or computer languages to create a program to solve a problem. So you have to understand that. Logic building skill. So some logic you have just idea how to create a program. So logic building skill should be there. Experience writing code in any programming language. So before that, any programming language idea behind it. So this is prerequisite, but not compulsory. Prerequisite there, but not compulsory. You have idea of any programming language because in Python there is slight less code we are using rather than other programming language. So this is some prerequisite. Objective of this lecture. So what objective? It means that you have to some basic understanding in Python. So some idea about it by this lecture. You can understand what is Python, why we are using Python. To develop a skill of working Python, why which you have to you can able to work in Python by this lecture and ability to write programs in Python. So you can comfortable with to write some programs in Python. Means that you can understand that what is the Python program. So just basic idea of the Python language. This is our objective of this lecture. So first of all, I just draw something what is Python. So Python just like a popular programming language actually. This is most popular nowadays. Most of the programmer use Python programming language. It was created by Guido van Rossum and released in 1991. First of all, this one released by Guido van Rossum 1991. Python works on different platform. Like that, different platform. It means that on different operating system you can work with the Python. Like Windows operating system, you can install Python and work on that. On Linux operating system, you can also work on that. Mac operating system. So on different operating system, you can work with the Python programming. So that's why this is most popular programming language. Python has a simple, similar syntax to English language. Actually, it's a syntax. Python programming syntax means that suppose that you want to print something. So by using the print command, okay. Suppose you want to input from the user, so input function is there. So all the syntax similar to English language. Some words we are using in English, general English language, which is flexible language. So in that language you are using some similar words are there. So all these similar words, most of the similar words are using in Python programming as a syntax. Python runs on an interpreter system. Actually, interpreter it's an important thing because interpreter just like execute line by line. So that's why we are using interpreter. So Python program, whenever you run the Python program, so line by line execution will be done in a Python programming. Other language like C and C++, whole program will be executed at one time. So many of the errors are arises in the program because compiler compile whole program at one time. Okay. So many of the errors are there, then student can remove all the problems. But in Python, whenever you run that, so whenever any error will arise, so your interpreter indicate that error. So when you debug it, when you correct it, then next line will be executed. So interpreter just like a line by line execution of the program. Python can be treated as by this programming language you can create a structured program. You have to done it. Object oriented also you can done it, and functional programming. So these are some structures of the Python programming. Other structures also we are following follow the Python programming, but these are basic structures we follow in the Python programming. Means that according to object oriented programming, structured programming, functional programming, both three can be done it. Versions of Python. So when it released 1991 by Guido van Rossum. So after that, different versions are released. Like 1994 Python 1.0, 97 1.5, 2000 1.6, and many changes. Many changes means that Python 1.0 some functions are not there, but after that built in some library. So library has been changed. Means that library has been increased by version. So at the most in latest version is 3.8, Python 3.8. This is the latest version nowadays we are using. So version, it means that number of library has been increased in that version. This is the latest version. So what can do Python? What can do Python? So by this Python, what we can do this? So Python can be used for the server to create web application. Actually, web application you can also create. So most thing is website you can develop by using the Python programming. So just as Django software is there, Django software is there by which you can develop a web application. Website you have to develop it. Nowadays, many of the programmers work with the PHP and Java, so that they are working to develop a web application. But Python programming can also work on that. Python can be used alongside software to create a workflow. It means that you can alongside software means that you can develop an particular application for the foreign enterprises. So alongside software, you can create for the workflow. Suppose you want to create a software for a particular industry, so that work will be done by this software. So you can do this. Python can connect to the database system. It can also read and modify files. So database programming also we can do this. Means that you have a database. So in that database, you can connect that database with the by using the Python programming. So create a database, and then that database can be connected with the by using the Python programming. So you can insert a record, you can delete a record, you can modify. So many of the operation you can perform on the database. Python can be used to handle big data and perform complex mathematics. So many of them library are there, so by which we can handle complex mathematical operation we can perform by this, because SciPy is a library, SciPy by which we can perform scientific calculations are there. And for the big data we have Pandas library there for the. So in the Python we have many library are there by which we can perform different tasks. What are the advantage of Python? So advantage, first one, simplicity. It means by this its syntax are simple, just similar to English language. It's a free. It means that what means of free? Python is free open source, means that Python version, not license version. So you can download it by using Google. You can directly download it. So that is free of cost. So this is called open source software, open source programming language there. Compatibility. Python is compatible with numerous platforms. Compatibility means that in previous slide, you can see Python compatible with Windows, Linux, Mac. So different platform, on different platform we can work with the Python. Object oriented. So object oriented programming also we can do in the Python. So I tell you one thing, everything is an object in a Python. So in a Python, suppose you are declaring a variable. So it's a particular variable as an object. So whole thing is an object. So Python totally work on object oriented concept. So in that Python, this is the main advantage of this Python programming. So this is object oriented language. Libraries. So library means that in Python, all time we are using some functions to input data from user. We are using a function to calculate some to multiplication or to matrices. Use a function to plot a graph like pie chart or other plot. You have to use a library. So for everything we have a library. So library is just like a NumPy library. So it's a NumPy library like a it's collection of different mathematical functions. SciPy, it's a library in which many functions are there. So this is a library in which many functions are there. So for the linear algebra, for scientific calculation, we perform this library. We import this library and use all these functions. Matplotlib, Cvon, Plotly, Bokeh, all the library used for plotting. Plotting means that in a graphical form, we can represent our data in a graphical format. So for that we use these library, Matplot, Cvon, Plotly, Bokeh. Many more other library also there for the image processing neural network for AI, and different areas are there where we use different library of Python. So it's a broad area of Python. Where to use Python? For the Python we use web application and desktop application, both we can develop it. Scientific computing also, Internet of Things, games, to create games we also use Python, robotics, image processing, many more areas are there where we use Python. So company using Python. So different, how many companies are using Python? So we have found that 79,372 companies that are using Python nowadays. Current data is there. 79 approximate 79,000 companies are using Python. But in a totality, you can see this is the market of PHP. So total 89.70% of market of PHP. So many of them programmer working in the Python. But within 2 or 3 years, Python has increased. This is the Python 1.95% companies are using Python. Java also 4.05. Okay, so maybe Python may be increased within 2 or 3 years. Its percentage will be increased. So many of the companies working on the Python, so this it will be increased. So but currently total market is PHP. So Python actually 1.95% market share is there. Okay, so in a market, this is the percentage of Python. So these company 1.95% company are using Python. The company using Python are most often found in United States in the computer software industry. So most of the company they are using Python. So that they belong to United States. So these are the topmost companies are there. Topmost companies are there. They are using all these things regarding the Python. So these company using Nokia and Hike, Disqus, Udemy, SandGrid, Yahoo, Reddit, Netflix, Amazon, Paypal, and Bitbucket, Reddit. So many of the companies are there. So these companies actually change our platform from other language like PHP and Java. They are working on that, but they change our platform and work on the Python. So these companies actually nowadays working on Python. Top countries that use Python. So this is the data of countries wise. So so different countries are there. They are using Python. So 39% companies, 39 total overall, 39% of Python customers are in the United States. Okay, 39% Python customer United States. So most of the United States companies actually use Python, and 6% are United Kingdom UK. But you can see this is the number you can see in India nowadays total 3,055 companies using Python programming for its working, but 32,966 using United States, and then UK 5192. So this is the ratio how many companies using Python. So Denmark is 1318, and then Spain 1446. So this is the company wide data. So at last, feature of the Python programming. So these are some features I discussed with you. So first one, easy. Easy means that it's a easy language. English syntax we are using in that. So it's a understandable language. Expressive. It means that expressive means that you can do programming in an easy way. Means that suppose we have 100 lines code in a C language, so why which you can only reduce into the 10 or 20 lines of that program. So this is expressive. Okay. Free and open source. Third one, freely available in the market. You can directly download. There is no license version. No need to require the license version of Python. So directly you can download it. High level. It's a high level language. Like a other high level language like C, C++, Java. All the high level language are there. So high level language concept is there. This is not machine dependent. So Python also not machine dependent language. It's a high level language. So it's a interpreter is there. So in other language also use using like Java using compiler and interpreter, but Python only use interpreter. Portable. Portable means that you can change your platform, like you create a program on window, so that is portability is there. You can change the platform and work on the Linux operating system, so that program will be also executed into the Linux operating system. So that is the portability of Python programming. Okay. Object oriented, this is important thing. Everything is a object in a Python programming. So this is object oriented programming language. This is important concept, because in a Python whenever you create a variable, so that variable is called object. Okay. So this is totally object oriented. Extensible and embedded, both things are related to each other. Extensible means that whenever you create a program in a Python, so you can execute, you can extend that program into the other programming language like C and C++. You can execute that program in that particular language. So this is the extensibility. Is that okay? Or you can say C language program you can execute in the Python. C and C++ program you can execute into the Python. So this is the extensibility. Embedded. Embedded means that more than other language you can also embed it with that Python programming. Other language you can also embed it with the Python programming. Interpreted language. So you can this is the interpreter where we are using interpreter by which you can execute your command. So this is interpreted language. Large standard library. So this is important function of the Python, means that many number of libraries are there. This is the important concept. Many number of library we are using in Python, like SciPy, NumPy, Pandas, and graphical library, Matplotlib, Seaborn. So for different areas we have different library. Okay. So this is the important features of Python programming. Large library we have. GUI programming, graphical user interface programming. In the Python, we can create also GUI software. So graphical user software, we can use it. For that, we have a separate library there that is called Tkinter. So Tkinter is a library by which we can create a GUI package, GUI software we can develop. So graphical user interface programming we can also do it. Dynamically typed. This is also important feature of Python programming. Dynamically typed, it means that in other language you can see in a C language, whenever you declare a variable, so you have to define a type like integer type, float type, character type, string type. You have to define it. But in a Python, there is no need to define a variable's type. So it will dynamically, it will be automatically define a type. Means that whenever you use a equal to 5, a equal to 5. So 5 is an integer value stored in a variable. So automatically type of a is equal to integer. So whenever you store a different value in a variable, so according to its type will be generated. its type will be declared. So according to value, it will be defined its type. Like suppose in a variable you stored a name, in a name, so automatically its type will be string type. So you didn't need to, you don't, you need not to required to define a data type of an object, of an variable. So whole thing is there. So this is the learning outcome of this lecture. Basic concept you have to understand Python, and understand the use of Python in the real world. Real world, what is the Python concept? Means that how many companies are using, and which country use Python most of the time, and we able to work in Python. So we can understand what is Python, and we are able to work in Python using some editor. So this is the whole thing regarding the Python, where we can work on that. So this is the reference book of the Python programming. Nageshwar Rao, this is the writer, and Villay India, from Villay India. You have to use this Python program. This is the use for the basic programming of Python. Not basic programming, you can say other programming also, like object oriented and other file handling. So different type of programming you can refer for this book. Okay. So there is no need to define, no need to use other book. This is sufficient to mechanical student especially, because in a mechanical we just work on Python programming, just simple thing we have to describe. So thank you so much, all of you. This is the fundamental of Python programming. In a basic, we understand what do you mean by Python programming, and what is the market of Python nowadays. How many companies are using of Python? So different things we have to discuss. So in my next lecture, I come to my basic programming of Python, like some tokens. Actually, we discuss about the tokens of Python programming. So tokens, it means that just smallest term of a language. So smallest term like a variable, constant, keywords. So different many smallest terms are there in a Python programming. So we will work on that. So using Jupyter notebook, this is the editor of Python. So we will use Jupyter notebook to work on that, and we define tokens of the Python programming. So I think this is sufficient to all of you. So till then, I think you have to know about all these things regarding it. So till then, thank you so much. Thank you.